Who's got the highest passive perception?
Almost certainly not me.
Not be me.
But I'll double check.
I don't know if it'll be me either.
Probably
12.
Jorvin.
11.
Oh, really? I'm higher than you.
9.
So it is you, is it? It's Swifty. This makes sense narratively because you are the person who is most familiar with Delicate Hammer. You can see that he has sat on one of the battlements and is observing this sort of bloodbath that is that is happening, and he's doing so with sort of less childlike wonder in his face, and seems to have a little bit of more of a hardened look on his face, and his body is a little bit more taut and rigid. His shoulders are a little bit tighter. And as you glance over, something does seem a little bit strange. It feels as though, like, the world is moving towards him slightly. And you realise that that's a sort of false perception. You realise it's perhaps you're a little bit overwhelmed by the events that are happening. And what you actually realise is the pools of blood from these horrendously violent attacks are inching closer to him. All in a uniform direction.
Well, that's probably none of my business. I just had to face the other four guys again. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Feel free to now roll initiative.
Swifty would do what Swifty does.
Oh, I forgot about that bit.
17, but by the way.
19.
Get in the bin, 12. I'm rolling so bad. Passed it all.
So at this point, you're all individually at your full max HP. You're no longer your squads, you're now yourselves. But any resources and things that you've used are used. So if you've used Action Surge, Maneuver Dice, whatever it is, they're all gone, right? Jorvin, you're up. You see this small unit of 4 humanoid drakes wielding elemental powers of destruction indiscriminately, marching directly, not even looking at you, looking directly at Salryn and going right for her. What you do?
Right, so because they're not directly looking at me, could I use a bonus action to try and hide first?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, go for it.
16.
16's actually enough. And I'm going to say, as you kind of like hide and go around to have a look, you're trying to hide and get into a better position so you can get a shot off on them. The air around each of them seems to be kind of like shimmering a little bit, and you see that there is someone about 10-15 foot behind them who seems to be like following their every move as well. But yeah, you can go ahead and take your action.
So he's with them, he's not just, some additional soldier or something.
Give me either an Insight Arcana or History check.
Okay, let's see. Do any of them make a difference? Let's go for a History check. 16 again.
Kira, I'll tee this one up to you.
With a 16, you will no doubt have heard much of the rumour and discussion around the Kingdom of Lern, which is one of the neighbouring countries off to the east. You may have heard of this Lernian quad that you are witnessing at the moment, but what you would definitely be familiar with is the auxiliary system that operates within the Kingdom of Lern. The majority of non-Drake denizens of the Kingdom of Lern are in fact helots and slaves. The most talented amongst those, particularly those who are talented in casting, are brought into the auxiliaries. They are brought along during war to support. They offer a supporting and enabling function for the Lernian combat casters. A quad would have a dedicated auxiliary.
Okay. Is he, well armoured, or is he quite just plainly dressed?
Plainly dressed, probably actually stripped to the waist, carrying likely a large satchel of some sort on his back. Probably looks quite physically strong, but certainly not well armoured.
Okay. Jorvin, I think, is going to try and be clever and think that even if he doesn't realise that this might do something important, it might at least just distract the Drakes if he were to attack this one. So he's going to try and shoot this guy from cover. 24.
Yeah, you just fully shoot this fucker. Roll damage. You can take your sneak attack.
Lovely. 17.
Nice. You see your arrow just embeds in his shoulder, and he kind of like gives like a grunt of pain, and you see that the air in front of this LERNIAN quad that was shimmering turns to normal.
Don't know what that was, but that's probably good. Well done.
Yeah. Nice one.
As soon as that happens and he cries out, you see the blue-coloured Drake turns to you, looks at you, and lightning arcs out from his hands towards you.
Oh dear.
That is a 27 to hit.
Yeah, I think that just about.
You also need to make a Constitution saving throw, DC 17.
God, okay. Nat 20!
Hey.
Nat 20!
Nice. So that's only to save against being dazed. You still take the full amount of damage, which is 25.
Okay, that's a big chunk of damage, okay. Cool.
Swifty, it's in your turn.
Swifty is going to, see that happening, seeing the lightning shoot up towards Jorvin. He's going to leap down from the raised position that he's at, so he's directly in front of them, and just be like, lads, your fight's over here! And I've just got to say, congratulations on the terrible life choices, you weird crocodile, scaly fucking freaks. Time to run away, boys! And I'm going to cast Fear as my action with my hammer. So, yeah, obviously that is in a 30-foot cone, so I'm just going to hit as many of them as I possibly can.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, that's fine. They're going to use legendary resistance anyway, so it's fine.
Action surge.
Okay.
Okay. Then after saying that, it's going to run forward. Question, how high are Daya's walls?
50 feet.
50 feet. Fantastic. That's a good height. Out of the four of them, are any of the four standing within 5 feet of either end of the, either side of the walls? Because I'm assuming they're facing towards us, so...
They have, but they've blasted their way onto the walls. I'm going to say they're not within 5 feet.
We'll change that. So, going to come running at the one that's closest to the edge of the walls. Not within 5 feet, but closest.
Okay, yep. Mm-hmm. I will say that's the green one who'd kind of taken up the rear. They're kind of in like a diamond formation.
Great Weapon Master, bonus action, so burning another superiority die to give myself advantage on this.
Yep.
And... Okay, so nat 1 for the first roll, so good thing for advantage. And that is going to be 17 to hit, 10 on the die. Oh wait, no, 12, because Great Weapon Master. But that's going to miss you.
Yeah, 12 is going to miss. You see that you rush forward, and like the white one kind of throws up a bit of like frosty shield and like deflects your maul away, leaving you unable to get any attacks in.
Okay, then just going to shoulder barge through that and Great Weapon Master swing at the same one I was swinging at before without advantage. Second attack here.
Yep.
Okay, so that is going to be 16 to hit.
16 does hit now.
So then I'm going to use my Crusher feat to move him 5 feet closer to the wall. That's all. Once when I hit with an attack, I can move a creature 5 feet.
Nice.
So that is going to be... Is that 7 or a 1? 7 plus 5 on the d6. Lovely. So 12 plus 7 on the d8. Ooh, 19 plus 4 for 23 plus 10 for 33 points of damage there.
Nice. You crash into this green scale Drake, smacking him, pushing back. Still looks like relatively healthy, but he's taking a big chunk of damage. And then Salryn, it's your turn.
I'm just going to glance at Sophia, make sure she's alright.
Yeah, you see like she's kind of like struggling to stand up. She's like effectively out of the fight, but a lot of people are like kind of like, this has all happened within the matter of only a couple of seconds. So there are people around you all kind of like who aren't all necessarily dead, but are all kind of just dazed and standing up. But for the moment, it's just you guys in the fight.
So just before she goes, she's just going to go, you stay there, and you play dead if you have to. And then I'm going to jump down and join him. Is there one like right in front of me?
They're all like within like 5 feet of each other. Essentially, they're all kind of like, again, kind of walking in this kind of loose diamond formation, just spreading destruction out. But yeah, you can get to whichever one you want. Swifty has attacked the green one, who's at the back, closest to the walls.
Okay, I'm just going to go for the one closest to the front first.
Yeah, that's the red one.
One.
Yep.
While she's kind of like lagging it, she's going to kind of scream, "Remember me? I killed one of your friends." And then I'm going to smack him. Try and smack him with a short sword. Let's see what happens. Let's see if my dice behave. Yes, 21.
21 hits.
Still raging, man. 5. And then I really love that fucking hammer, so you're going to do that again. And I'm going to do Commander Strike.
Oh, nice.
Go for it, Swifty.
Thank you. Oh, you are a good leader. This is great. A leader that lets me hit things.
I want to go with that hammer afterward.
We'll talk about that once the battle's over. I'm sorry.
It's my hammer, really.
That's 11 to hit. That's not a good roll. I didn't put any great weapon master on it either because I really wanted to win. But yeah, I rolled a 4.
Yeah, that's not going to do it.
Sorry.
Yeah, the superiority die goes in the damage, not the attack. Never mind.
Do you truly think
Yeah.
you can win?
Well, shit.
These boys are quite beefy, aren't they?
And then you see that the quad will take its second turn this round, because I've given them 2 turns. And the green one who you've been attacking, Swifty, just looks at you, opens his like draconic mouth, and just spews acid all over you. That's a nat 20.
Oh, God.
So
That misses, actually. That
is
misses.
going to...
I have a feat called I have an emergency force field. So that's the name of the feat.
It's a homebrew, yeah.
That is 50 points of damage.
You sure it's not 45?
Yeah, no, I am. And I need you to just make a luck roll for me.
Okay, straight D20.
Straight D20, and you want a 13 or higher.
I do want that. Unfortunately, I got 7.
No, you've been rolling so well.
I have been. But hey,
On anyone else, their weapon would be incredibly corroded, but your maul is resistant to this. So you take no penalties to your attacks, to your hit and to your damage, but your AC is reduced by 2 as your plate just like corrodes. But Swifty, in amongst this wall, particularly surrounded by city guard who you've interacted with before, your helmet is basically completely removed.
Oh, no.
oh, I mean, he's covered in acid. I don't think he immediately notices that that's happened.
Could you describe what Swifty's face and head looks like that we've never seen before, that most of anyone he knows has never seen before?
Yeah, pretty normal.
And I will remind you that in a previous episode you had been fully healed.
Yes, that is true. So pretty normal, actually. Yeah, I mean, he has very short black hair. A lot of burns now from the acid, because that really took it out of him there. Does actively have a little pair of horns, right? on the on the front of his head, beside his temples. Probably a few kind of like ridges along the jawline as well. Basically, like white as in the color white, not as in the skin tone white. Yeah, clearly not fully human in a way that is probably not allowed in most places. That's clear, I think, to anybody looking on now.
Jorvin, you're up.
Okay. I think Jorvin's glance is probably going to be taken by Swifty, kind of, at this moment, from across. So just like, what the... Swifty? But he's not going to ask too many questions. He's going to try and shoot the one that's engaged with Swifty so he can get some sneak on it. So the green one, I think, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep, go for it. The green one is looking quite hurt. So, yeah.
16.
16 hits.
22, I think that is, damage.
Nice.
Oh, can I use my bonus action, sorry, before we...
Yes, of course.
To try and hide as well. I'm going to try and find somewhere else to hide.
Yeah, go for it.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, you put yourself into a position where you think you're hidden. It is the quad's turn. You see the white-coloured one begins to cast, and Swifty and Salryn, both of you are right in the mix, in the middle of things, and you both begin to feel the air around you like plummet in temperature drastically and dramatically. You need to give me Constitution saving throws as a large cone of cold basically just rushes out and smashes into you both.
24.
15.
15 is not enough.
No.
Oh, God. 50, no.
Where have the good dice rolls gone? Honestly.
I don't need them. You need them. You can take mine.
Oh, I don't think I'll be needing them anymore.
Swifty, you failed. You take 22 points of damage, and you're under the effects of the slow spell.
Exactly my remaining hit points.
Oh.
22.
Yeah. 72.
There you go. Boom.
Swifty, you go down in pain. Salryn, you take half that damage, and you're not slowed.
That's gonna sting tomorrow.
Salryn, you're up.
All right. She's just gonna keep going, keep smashing the. She's so angry now. Like she just literally sees red in this dragon. Dragon, you know what I mean? Okay. Just go for it. I don't even think she's even noticed Swifty's helmet's come off, or probably noticed he's down. 12.
Doesn't do it.
No. 17.
Does do it.
8, 10.
Yeah, you get a hit in on him. You see that almost like a bit of fire erupts from the blood as they kind of get a cut across his arm, but it's still up.
That's 24.
Hits.
And that's 9 points of damage.
Okay, yeah, you start smashing into him, cutting in. And as you do that, he kind of just like smiles wickedly, puts both his hands together, and just a huge gout of flame comes from them. You need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, I kind of figured that was going to happen.
Do I need to make death saves or anything, by the way?
Oh, sorry, yes, it would have been your turn. Death saving throw, please. Yes.
Come on, nat 20. It's just a nat 20. Just got to roll a nat 20. Easy.
That's all you gotta do. Easy.
That's a 15. It's not a nat 20, but it's a 15.
Dex save.
Yeah.
5.
Oh, no.
That's what you get with fighters.
Don't leave me alone.
They have to run in.
Roasty toasty.
Oh, God.
21 points of damage.
Why can't I have gotten 21 points of damage? I'd still be up.
Do you want to swap? Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's looking incredibly healthy. Like he's not like he's cut a bit, but there's still two of them that are completely unharmed. Now that Swifty's on the ground out of the way, they start kind of like fanning out their diamond formation all around you, Salryn, going in for the kill. Jorvin, you're up.
Salryn. I'm just getting back up.
Okay, Jorvin will try and take out the one he's been firing at, the one on sort of death's door, the green one.
The green one, yeah.
Grand.
Could you please use your hitherto unmentioned incredible healing powers of godlike capacity?
I'll say a little prayer, okay?
You guys do have like an elixir that was given to you in like episode 2 that basically is a short rest in a bottle. I don't know who has that.
It's me. I thought I
Yeah, you probably have
imagined
it.
this.
No,
I was like,
Zoran
was
give
this
that to you.
like early in the... I could not find it.
You
Yeah.
gaslit yourself with that.
I
It was a
myself.
literal year ago so
I know.
that we played.
I think I thought that it was
episode,
in the first, the first like
Oh, yeah,
tester
like our
game
practice
that we
one?
did.
Yeah.
It was when you defended the walls.
No.
I haven't.
Zoran gave it to you.
Right. Sorry, that's bad note taking from me. Okay.
That's all right.
Apologies.
Jorvin, you're up.
Come on, then. What have you got? Oh, okay. That is 23.
That's a hit.
Woohoo! Come on, Jorvin. You've never rolled this well ever, so...
Jorvin's time to shine.
19 again.
Jorvin, you fully put an arrow through the neck of the green drake,
Yes.
and it goes down.
Probably going to want to try and hide again, I'll be honest. Yeah.
Yeah. Roll that up.
18.
18.
I love this being like Jorvin's MVP moment. Mm-hmm. It's like...
It's good, yeah.
If he gets hit again, he's probably going to die, though, so it's kind of it's short-lived.
You see the auxiliary man who is still
Oh, shit.
still injured but is still standing,
Forgot about him.
points at you and points at your location, and you see the white one then turn around. Y'all ever play Final Fantasy VIII?
Yeah.
And where Sorceress Idea basically forms a large icicle javelin, does that and just fucking hurls it at you. It's a 17 hit?
That is my armor class, to be fair, 17, yeah.
I didn't like that face.
Oh
Dylan
my
did.
god, oh my god.
I don't like this at all.
I don't like this.
35 points of damage.
My exact hit points.
Oh,
What am I doing? What the fuck? Has that happened multiple
Dylan.
times?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh, wow. Okay. Jorvin, you go down, I guess. So, Salryn, you are the only one still standing. You've just seen two of your comrades. I mean, many of your comrades have gone down, but your two party members have just gone down in these violent attacks. And it suddenly dawns on you that there is this peculiar man. And around where he is, despite that the area had been scattered in blood, it had been sort of pebble dashed and bits of gore and brains and guts everywhere, the area is pristinely clean and clear around where he is. And you notice that as you've been doing these attacks sort of in your periphery, that he's started to approach where Swifty has fallen. And he leans down, not touching Swifty, but rather picking up the maul.
Oh, no.
And he speaks to them all. You wouldn't hear the words, Salryn, but Swifty, somewhere deep in the recesses of your consciousness, you hear a voice repeating these words to you. Toron lotus almenel moya ilien mana. And you hear this voice repeating again and again, and you've never heard these words. You don't know what they mean. Toron lotus almenel moya lien mana. And it repeats again and again and again, and you know that you don't know these words. Intellectually, you can't ken what they mean, and yet you still somehow understand. And it is a phrase, very old phrase, that simply means, brother of the fire and the ash, need you aid. Do you respond?
I could do with a bit of help here, pal, yeah.
Salryn, from your perspective, you see him lean down and sort of pick up this mace and observe it with a sort of steely gaze. And then you see a very peculiar thing. You see his eyes flash. And he turns his head towards the LERNIAN quad. And the LERNIAN quad simultaneously all turn to face this peculiar, flashing-eyed man. And he simply says to them, very calmly, Irtos vith. And they disintegrate. Places down the maul, and he begins to walk away.
Nice job, buddy. That was real good.
The fuck just happened?
Oh, he does that. Don't worry about it.
Who is this guy?
You see that as the quad is disintegrated into nothingness, the fighting on your wall has basically come to a crashing halt from this truly insanely beyond human display of power from Delicate Hammer. The supporting units that have come behind this Lernian quad are all completely stunned by the immensity of what he's done. So much so, the power of this quad to a normal person is magnitudes higher, right? And then what he's just done is magnitudes higher than what they're capable of. And you see that the warlord's forces behind them that are on your wall just start throwing down their weapons and just basically start trying to run as fast as they can away from what they've witnessed. And some of them are just fully jumping over the walls, hoping to just escape this. And very quickly, your entire section of the wall is free of enemies. You guys are all still barely picking yourselves up, and all of a sudden you're finding medics rushing towards you and picking you up and bringing you back to a makeshift field surgeon's tent. You see that your section of the wall is now free. Jorvin, your archers and the rest of the other archer groups begin to volley fire into the backs of the warlord's forces on the other sections of the walls. While Salryn and Swifty, your forces, Salryn's your bodyguard stays with you, but Swifty, your forces would have gone out to rush over and give support to the Aurelian regiment and to the Vashikanaya, kind of helping these two mercenary groups push back. And then, as the signal for retreat is raised by the warlord's forces, you see the enemy forces on the other two sections of the wall get cut down or they're pushed back over the walls. And you see the mangonels start ruining the remaining siege towers alongside a battery of velocasters from the Aurelian regiment, who just start burning down the remainder of the towers that survived the fight. Everything seems hopeful. Everything seems positive that, whatever Delicate Hammer has done here has been the thing to turn the tide of this battle and let you guys push it back. But this is all kind of happening around you kind of simultaneously. This is all going on for the next little while as you guys are all brought to these field surgeon's tents. Swifty, your head is ringing from concussion. You're effectively out, right? But you're kind of, you've intended to, and you're brought to consciousness. But your head is ringing, and although your vision is no longer restricted by the helmet that was given to you by Eric, that old man from so long ago, your vision is still very hazy and blurry. And as you see that, obviously first people go and tend to Salryn, people go and tend to Jorvin first. You see a lot of you see and hear a lot of arguments around you, and you see some of the members of the squad that you're fighting with are all arguing with each other until you finally hear one of them say,
"I don't give a shit. That man, and he is a man, saved our lives."
And you see that this figure comes over to you and wraps a quick bandage around your head. There's blood streaming from it that's getting in your eyes. And also places a scarf around your head as well and brings you to the medic's tent. And you see Jorvin and Salryn have also been brought and are being tended to. You guys are all kind of in this comparably oasis of calm as the rest of the walls kind of continue their fight. And Salryn, you're getting brief reports of what's going on outside on the walls.
Commander, we are pushing them back. We are repelling them.
There is chaos in their ranks, man.
We saw fighting in the siege camp too.
And it seems that the assault has been thoroughly repelled, and you guys all have a brief moment to kind of catch your breath as a group.
Yeah, just trying to think, fully concussed here. Probably not properly aware of what is going on.
Swifty, did you look like that before the fight?
It's a better question. Well, they're always 60.
I'm not quite sure how I'm meant to answer that one.
Oh. Let's table that for a minute while I work out why everything tastes like blue.
And you see that as you're kind of like, as you say that, the medic that's looking after you is like, oh, that doesn't sound right at all. No, is this... now, I've never tended to one of your kind, but do you usually taste colours? Should that be normal for you?
Well, understand, working class people, a little bit different.
Sure.
Well, I did taste green once.
How many times have you been hit in the head?
I lost count after the third one because I don't remember the number that comes between.
Okay.
3 and, well, I don't remember the one that comes before 6 either. Quite a few times I've been hit in the head. You remember 3 years ago?
Do I remember 3 years ago? Sure.
See, I don't.
Okay.
So
great. Lord Salryn, is this one of yours? Is he? He doesn't wear the uniform of the city guard.
I'm having a bit of trouble hearing at the moment. Can you...
Oh, sorry. Let me... And she goes around to your other ear. Is this better? Can you hear?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay, well, look, I don't think any of these injuries are life-threatening right yet, although make sure he doesn't fall asleep, okay? And she points at Swifty.
Okay, can I do anything? Can I, throw things at him?
Look, I've got another dozen people who actively have arrows in them right now that I need to worry about, okay? I respect your station, but you do whatever you have to do, okay? I need to look after people.
Sure, yeah, I get that.
Okay,
yeah, okay.
And she
go help
rushes off and starts just administering bandages and compresses and stuff.
Did she leave a wet rag anywhere?
Oh no! I have a wet rag. I have a wet. Oh, it's blood.
That's not
Is
what
this
I
your
need.
blood?
I don't.
Why was I wearing it?
I was just looking for something to clean my clothes. They've got lots of stone on them.
Oh well, this isn't stone. This is blood.
Yeah, I don't tend to clean stone with blood, but thank you for the very kind offer.
That's a saying, isn't it? Cleaning stone from blood.
Maybe.
I think it's about virtue. Okay, sleepy time.
No. Salryn just picks up like I don't know, something on the side, like a bandage or something, just throws it at him.
The attack has begun again. To the walls, comrade.
No, Swifty, just stay. Stay put.
Okay.
Stay awake.
Salryn.
Hi.
You're not wearing your helmet.
Oh.
You've got to be careful, people. They can be very rude if they see you without your helmet. So.
Yeah.
I've never worn a helmet. Is that why everyone's rude to me?
No. You're not wearing your helmet.
I think we need to be careful with the helmet thing, Jorvin.
Oh.
You should.
I hadn't even noticed.
People throw stones at you. Take it from me.
I feel bad about throwing something at him now.
What?
Nothing.
I don't think he remembers. I think you're okay.
Yeah, your voice tasted very bad there.
Okay. I kind of like this new you.
New?
You're kind of less annoying, even though you're clearly more annoying.
Oh, it is taking a lot of effort for me not to, I think, die. I'm not entirely sure. There's a sort of existential cliff beyond which there is nothingness, but also maybe my mother. I'm not sure. I'm just avoiding it and trying to think about other things. I might also just be dreaming. Am I asleep?
No.
I should be. So
No, don't do that. No.
There's bad things in your sleep.
Jorvin.
I know that. You've never been to sleep before. We all have the screams, don't we?
Are you aware of the Hat Man? I see him sometimes.
Oh, the Hat Man.
Yes, he stands at the end of my bed. Talks about my father.
I think we just fought a LERNIAN quad. Maybe that's enough to be getting along with.
Did we?
How many's in a quad? Is that 3 again?
No, 6. It means 6. Quad.
6. Okay.
It kind of has a circle like a 6. I don't know many numbers. I know 6. You see how it's sort of a circle?
6 is a good
There's
number.
the line 6.
I like that
Q quad.
Gods.
It's a bit like 9, isn't it?
I don't know that one.
Oh, well, just you wait. It's going to blow your mind.
Excellent. We're really getting somewhere now. Oh, where's your helmet?
If I had told you that, I'd have to kill you.
Good man. All right, snoozes.
No.
No.
Remember the Hat Man.
Yeah, as you guys just fully try to keep Swifty from dying. And Salryn, this is kind of getting, as I said, like interrupted by kind of you're taking reports and stuff like that. Sophia is kind of standing in as your second and, acting as like a barrier so that only like the super important reports kind of come into you, and otherwise she's kind of like taking a bit of a point in terms of command while you kind of just feel ready for it. Kind of during this hour or so as you guys are having a short rest and recuperating, Jorvin, you see Rowena. You're all kind of sitting there looking haggard and bloodied and injured, and you see that she kind of like rushes in and she kind of like she's looking around like really frantically. Oh. And she finally sees you and she like rushes forward towards you, and she's like, Jorvin, are you okay? I went up to the walls. That's where I thought you were, but then I heard that you've been taken down here. Are you all right?
I'm fine. Clothes are a bit dirty, though. I didn't want you to see me like this, Rowena.
That's okay. And I kind of, as you mentioned clothes, and obviously that's where Jorvin's head first goes. You see that actually she's dressed very well now, and she previously had been like dressed quite like unassumingly, so as not to draw attention to herself in the slums, where she was acting in her guise as a fence. That was like her cover, or not even her cover, that was her job as part of like the college's system in Daya. And the clothes she would have worn were quite ill-fitting, passable quality. You would have like given her shit about what she wore, but she's in like basically full politician attire now. She's wearing like an absolute fucking statement of a coat. It's got like a super high collar. There's like really fine detailing and stitching, and there's like large sleeves, kind of like a hooping lad.
Oh my god!
And you probably guess that this is maybe one of like Vita's coats or something that she's had like fitted to her.
I'm sorry, you definitely are Rowena.
Oh,
Nothing's
yes.
happened to her.
No, why? Why? What's? Are you okay? Are you okay, Jorvin? Are you like? Have you taken the blow? Are you?
Oh, don't worry. I'm much better now, Rowena.
Oh, thank you. I guess is it the coat? Yeah.
No, it's not just the coat. You've accessorized.
Well, being around a lord has, I guess rather inspired me, and if I'm going to be taken seriously by, Kiani and his cadre and merchant folk, well, I thought I might look the part, and well, I thought of you and was trying this on, and well, I guess you approve.
I mean, if I were to die tomorrow, seeing that sight would at least be something.
Okay, well, maybe let's chill it on the dying thing, because that's, from what I can tell, still a possibility. How did the battle go? Are you?
I'm okay. Swifty is trying not to fall asleep, and Salryn is deaf.
You see, she kicks Swifty as he nods off for a second.
Hector!
No, not Hector. It's Rowena.
You look fantastic, Hector. He's staring fully into the corner, not at her. Where did you get that hat from?
Oh,
it was you the whole time. Salryn! Clap him in irons!
No.
What?
The Hat Man's not here right now. It's okay.
Oh, good.
Yes. Do you remember Rowena? She's important.
Yes, Rowena. Who are you? Are you Rowena's friend?
Yes. I'm your boss, remember?
Oh! Strange. Well, Rowena, it's good to see you anyway. I was worried. After all of our many long chats. Oh, wait, no, that wasn't you! Pardon me, I mistook you for Hector. He's a small boy.
Okay, well, that's great. Thank you for that. I'm just going to sit over here and maybe just talk to Jorvin for a bit, if that's okay.
Rowena, you forgot your helmet.
Okay.
Yeah. I just wanted to make it very clear you don't look like a little boy, Rowena.
I should hope not. So Thank you. I did actually put quite a lot of effort into choosing this coat. But
if Hector doesn't show up in the exact same coat later on in this episode, I'm going to be very upset. I just want it noted for the sake of ambience. I'm not going to do all of it because it would be incredibly disruptive. Assume at any point in a conversation that's happening in this room, Swifty is yelling random stuff, just sort of egging into the corner. Hector,
Perfect.
the Hat Man, the Terrors. Oh, the Terrors. So yeah, that's just going on in the background.
Somebody manages to sneak in, at least one of the archers, who he's got a little bit of a cut across his cheek and across his face, and a little bit of blood dripping down onto his clothes, which has allowed him to sort of navigate in. And he walks up to Jorvin's bed, reaches out his hand to shake Jorvin's hand, and thanks him for killing one of the Lernians.
Oh, it was no problem. All in a day's work. Friend.
This man's a hero. And he turns and leaves.
you're a lord and now you're a hero, Jorvin? I don't know if I can handle many more surprises.
Oh, no. How does this come as a surprise to you? I was always a hero. I heroically sold stolen clothes for years.
You did? Well, I mean, you had a lot of help there. Did you do this by yourself, or did you have help with this too?
No. Well, both Salryn and Swifty, and eventually that strange fellow that was following Swifty around did... Well, I'm not really sure. I was kind of bleeding on the concrete at that point. But...
Yeah, what's his story?
I'd ask Swifty, but I think you'll probably not get much apart from the...
I don't want to ask
babbling.
him. I really don't. The last thing I want to do is talk to Swifty right now. I'm sorry.
No, don't worry. That's kind of my attitude most of the time as well. But, needs must. I don't really know. He sort of was there one day. Swifty was running from breaking a wall or something like that, and he was there. Hector would probably know.
Okay, well, Hector seems to know a lot of things, more than he should. Okay, I'm very happy that you're okay. You've no idea how happy I am to see you. You definitely look in better shape than the others here, so that's something. And she kind of places her hand on your knee as you're sitting down, and she says, Judy calls, I have to go. I needed to take a quick detour. I can't stay. Someone's got to keep the cogs greased in this city. So look, I'm sure we'll have to sit through more council meetings soon. So we'll see each other soon. Yeah?
Of course. And don't worry, they'll not touch the granaries anytime soon, those bastards.
Okay, excellent. I trust you. I think you're going to do a great job. You already have.
Thank you. Well, you keep doing what you're doing.
I'll try. Maybe with a lord and a hero beside me, it'll be that much easier.
Oh, I thank you for the compliment, but I am no lord.
And with that, she's like, okay, he's getting active again. I need to leave. I'm sorry.
Take care. I'll see you soon.
Could you tell your friend Rowena while I'm flattered? It's not really my type,
I'll write it in my report.
Thank you.
And as this is happening, Salryn, you see Zoran come up to you. Well, Salryn, it's good to see you're looking a bit pale there. Are you okay? Did you have a bit of a scrap? Didn't go your way, was it?
A bit of a scrap.
A bit of a scrap.
Oh yeah. I ran full pelt towards a LERNIAN quad. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. I don't know. Why did I do that? Why did I do that?
Hey, I don't know, but from the reports I've been receiving, that seems to be the thing that turned the tide.
Yeah. It wasn't us, though. Well, Jorvin got one of them.
Yay!
The pretty boy.
Yeah,
the big
right.
boots.
Thank you. Very kind.
Oh no, that's Jorvin. I'm the one who used the hammer. I didn't kill any of them.
Well, Salryn, whatever you did, and even without the Gutcher-side armor.
I know, yeah, where were you guys?
Hey, we had our own section of the wall, which we fucking dealt with perfectly. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Well done.
Well, all in a day's work, all in a day's pay. And speaking of pay...
No, you're going to do this now, Zoran.
You know that I know...
I can't hear very well right now.
You know that I know that Ashok knows. He's gone to visit Vita now.
He's gone?
Yeah. I expect your people will do some sort of charade, but we all know where this leads, Salryn.
Yeah. Kind of thought that we might have a bit longer.
Is it a book? Someone said charade, sorry.
3 words. Is it the Canticles of Absolution?
I don't know how I get anything done with these guys.
Yeah, me neither, but you're going to have to,
How did Jorvin kill one and I didn't?
Skill issue.
He killed one. What about the other 3? There was reports, they kind of came in very messy. Something about them just disappearing, and then everyone ran like fuck, but nothing solid.
Wanted to ask Swifty, but he doesn't really seem in the best of mindsets to talk to about this. But this guy was like nothing I've seen. It was just a guy. He was just sat there most of the time just watching us fight, and then all of a sudden he was in front of them, and then the quad, Zoran, LERNIAN fucking quad, just gone. Evaporated.
Ah, by the gods.
But at least he's on our side, right?
Well, at least he's on your side.
Oh. You're a prick.
Yeah. Look, I just came over to shake her hand. Hopefully not for the last time, but it was good to get to fight alongside you again, Salryn. We had a nice few scraps. You might have a bit of time. Whatever this man is who killed the quad, this seems to have the warlords in a tizzy. I've seen messengers, runners going all which ways, infighting in their camp. They seem to be setting up now. They seem to be bedding down for a siege. Whatever he did, it's scared the living shite out of them.
Well, sending them in the first place, they were spooked, right?
Hey, look, we know there's nothing more powerful than a quad, so if they sent that was their big bet.
Now we know there is something more powerful.
Well, yeah, I don't want to think about that. That's above my pay grade.
Oh, yeah. The pay.
The pay. Look. We'll probably be gone tomorrow. If there are messages, missives, letters you want to get out of the city, we can take some for a price, of course. They will get out. The warlords will let us leave. We'll raise the banners. But if... Salryn, look, if you are smart, you'll give up this city. I know it's not your call to make Maybe you have a chance with this mystery man, but look at me. We both know the aroma of death. This place stinks of it. Look at the forces outside. Look at your forces inside. When we go, you're going to be spread thin. How long is your money going to last to pay the Aurelians, huh?
I don't know, Zoran. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm making it all up. I just wanted Daya to... I don't know. You wouldn't understand, I suppose.
No, I don't. But hey, I don't need to, as long as you do.
Yeah.
If you want my advice, get every single fucking person who's capable of wielding a spear and you get them training as soon as possible. You don't know how long these guys will stand outside and wait. They might be trying to starve you. I've been keeping up to date a little bit with your army's movements, but you're going to have to wait at least, 5-6 weeks before you get reinforcements here?
Yeah, that's a long time.
Let's hope you can last, huh?
Yeah, I just hope it's not you that I see next time I'm in a battlefield, huh?
Hey, there's a bit of a gardening leave period, yeah. We won't walk straight there and turn around, but hey, one thing the warlords do is have money.
Yeah, they do. Well, I don't hold it against you, Zoran. I was in your position before.
Yeah.
But I appreciate you coming to talk to me.
Yeah, this is, again, personal courtesy. And now professional courtesy calls. And he gives you a salute and then gives you a hug.
Yeah, she gives him a big hug back. Like he tries to pull back and she just kind of grabs him again.
Okay, come on. You're a commander now.
I nearly died today. I really need this hug.
You've nearly died many days, Salryn.
Yeah, I know, but today it was really, really close.
Okay. Keep that inside you. Keep that memory close. Know what it's like. Let that spur you on. Let that defend your city.
Yeah. Keep that anger going, huh?
Keep that anger going. Okay. I would say best of luck, but...
I'd say best of luck to you, but, you know.
I don't need luck. I just need money.
Go get rich, Zoran. Go get rich.
I will. And he leaves. Before we end this part, as you are basically given the all clear from the medics, the biggest danger zone kind of passes for you, Swifty, in terms of if you survive this long, you're going to survive, essentially, is what the medics say to you. But Salryn, even without Zoran telling you, you would know that when the Vashik and Aya leave, if you have any chance of defending another attack like that, you need people. You're going to need to conscript citizens into the city guard. How, and this fully falls under your purview as Lord of Night and Day, how does Salryn go about this? If there are objections to people being conscripted, what do you do? Are you imprisoning them? Are you forcing criminals and prisoners to enlist? Are you setting maximum age limits? What is the approach that Salryn is taking in order to secure the defense of the city?
Oh, shit.
Big girl positions require big girl decisions.
No. She gives every person who can wield a blade or a weapon, the chance to fight for Daya or to leave. But she makes it very clear that you can leave if you want. You can go through the door. And then anyone that is either not capable of wielding blade, or I don't think she'd go as far as maybe making women or children. They all get given tasks to shore up defences, to stockpile food, or just keep an eye on. I suppose that's Jorvin's thing.
Go ahead. Honestly, go ahead.
Maybe hands them over to Jorvin, and everyone gets a job.
Those who refuse to leave and refuse to show up for duty.
Yeah.
What happens?
This is so hard. This is like the hardest thing.
Yeah.
Cut their rations.
Oh, that's one, isn't it?
I can help.
That's a good one. Yeah, you'd enjoy that. That would help with food. Do you know what? I'm gonna steal that idea. Yeah, cut the rations.
You're welcome.
Nice.
Thank you.
That's the civil service in action, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe if Salryn even talked through it with Jorvin, like, what am I going to do?
Yeah, you have, a few people in the city that you can kind of turn to, and you have your allies within the colleges that, are going to be supportive of you. This has been a wild 24 hours for you all. And this attack has kind of gone on for a lot of the day. You finally get to sleep for the night. And in the morning, word gets around that essentially martial law has been enacted. That there is a choice to be made. You pick up a weapon or starve is what is the word that gets spread around the street. That everyone has to earn their keep. And
go boss.
As Salryn girl bosses her way into martial law, and all of this is done under the backdrop of the Vashikanaya, who have been all throughout the night making their preparations, and to in the morning at dawn's light leave the city of Daya, leaving it in a lot worse of a position than they found it. But mercenaries are going to do what mercenaries are going to do.
Where was Vita getting the money from?
Well, that is something that you're going to have to find out on the next session.
Hey everyone, exciting news. We are rolling out the pilot episodes for a new tale, The Kingdom of Lern, showcasing the mysterious LERNIANs from the No Returniverse. So as we explore this fresh style and story, your feedback is crucial. It's all about refining our craft, with input from you before we fully dive in. We've got the first 6 episodes ready, each brimming with the No Returniverse charm, but with a unique twist. So, to share your thoughts, here's how. Use the text as link in the show notes for direct messages, super easy. Prefer to stay on Spotify? Why not just comment right there and we can keep it private. If that doesn't work for you, how about you jump into the lively discussion on the No Returniverse Discord via the link in the show notes. So, go on then, give the Learn episodes a listen and let us know what you really think. Whether you love or loathe the pilots, we're eager to hear from you. So, after each episode, remember this nudge and kick back and dive into the Kingdom of Learn. Can't wait to hear what you think.